and they can actually do it. So that's what we need to do to provide proper education for everyone in America.
And so where are you planning on pursuing your higher education?
University of Washington will be the first one to get my application. And anyone in this room who values people's individuality and their own aspirations, you will be sure to get one of my applications as well.
So Lucy, what's your advice for the folks here today?
So I have benefited from an approach to education that from my perspective and my experience, is a little bit unique. When I was in middle school, my science teacher told us almost every day that we need to have a passion for learning for the sake of learning, and if we invest all of our energy in becoming so engrossed in the learning process, that will carry through and make us more successful and more engaged learner than if we pursue grades exclusively. And I say this because in my high school, I felt as though I was one of the few students who approached education with optimism and education as a way to just learn more and not just to get the grades, which the grades are important, but my science teacher always told us that if we work hard and if we're passionate, the grades will follow. And I think I'm observant of a pretty hyper-competitive society that we live in now, and so I would just like to invite all of you to remind students that their purpose in high school and college is to learn and soak up as much as possible, because learning, as we all agree, is so beautiful, and that shouldn't get lost in the pursuit of grades or test scores. So
that's great. Here today, I just want to invite up one more time the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Douglas Christiansen.
I had the great opportunity meeting these students before they spoke today, and I said to them as we were talking, be real and be authentic and say what you believe. We need to hear it from you. Didn't they do a good job? And I assure you I didn't put natural up to what he just said. So. But they did a wonderful job. And I think as we think about this just for a quick moment, Wellesley, you chose well with Lucy. I know with Natural Maria and Jacob, your life is going to work out just fine. You are headed in such a positive direction. And all of the schools would be lucky to have you as part of their organization, because in the organization of any school here today, to think about how you help us think deeper and real. Not numbers, I love that piece, not numbers but real. The other thing I found so interesting in your discussion today was the importance of intellectual thinking, deep thinking, not surface thinking. For your age, I am amazed at the wisdom I believe you shared with each of us today. And if you, I know I want to make sure we just don't do this, but they deserve one rousing applause again. If there's any doubt at times about the promise of America, I have no doubt with this group and what they'll lead us into. I also want to take this moment to thank the Khan Academy and Elizabeth